Hello, welcome to Counsel Tech, time-efficient counseling habits. I'm Jenny Yannick, I'm your host, and today we are going to do a really quick clip on how to set up a counseling intake form using Google Forms. So to get started, I have a blank screen like most of us do, especially if you're used to using Google, and all you do is come up to your waffle area right here, click on that. You're going to scroll down to Google Forms, and we're going to start from a blank form. Now, I will tell you in advance, we're going to do this, and some of my settings are a little bit different. I'm here at ESC Region 12, but for the most part, they're going to be very similar for you, for all of your customizable needs. Now, Gemini is the AI assistant for Google, and it's very helpful because you can put in a handful of things that you're looking for, and for the most part, a form can be created based on that with just a little bit of tweaking. So let's try it. Create a counseling, and you have to be specific, counseling intake form for a school counselor or grades 9 through 12 with options for either an immediate need to be seen or a general concern for scheduling an appointment later. Okay, let's create that and see where we go. Wow, did not take too long at all. School counseling intake request form for high school students. You can see the student's name, their grade level. They have an ID number if they choose to put that in, the request type, if it's an immediate need, and some of the general topics. It's actually suggested some. You can put in more if you wish. Best time of day to reach them and any details you'd like to know. So let's create our form. Now, the biggest benefit for this is that you have the ability to let the user create whether or not they have an immediate concern or not. So let's set up some sections, so that we can drive the student in that direction, and we can then get alerts. I'm going to show you how to get an alert through your email that they have completed this. So going through my form, let's say that we get to this really important question, immediate need or general concern. Well, what's going to happen after that is I'm going to need to understand how fast I need to get to that student. So I'm going to want to set up a section. You can see when I clicked out to the side there that I got add a section. Once I do that, Google Form is going to say, okay, tell me about the flow of this to make sure that you get what you need. I'm going to title my section, Immediate Need. I need to be seen as soon as possible, okay? What I recommend is that once you set this up and as you're training your students on how to use it, help them understand what things might constitute an emergency or an immediate need and what things that they may wait and they can schedule with you. That way, you have appointment times with students that know they can come to see you. And if something comes through as an intake that you and your leaders need to address immediately, that you have the ability to do so. You can also set up multiple alerts where other people might get a notification from that spreadsheet as well. So as they're doing that, that's section 2. Before I go on, I want to come up to the top and I want to click on these 3 buttons for go to section based on answer. Right now, I just created section 2. So in my drop down, I'm going to have section 2 for that immediate need, and I want to hook those 2 together. Okay? That way, as soon as they identify an immediate need, it takes them to immediate need section. Okay? So I've got this done. If you need an immediate need, please briefly indicate the situation. Yes, I want that. You can have a topic of concern. You can have other. Sometimes I will add another question underneath this. If you want to add another question, you click the plus sign. If you chose other, please indicate this below. Indicate the reason. And I'm not going to do multiple choice on this one. I want them to give me a short answer. And I'm not going to make that required in case they chose other options above. I do want to make the other options required so I understand what they need. Please describe or please expand on this is what I'm saying there. The best time of day for an appointment if scheduling for later. Now, I don't want that here. So what I'm going to probably do is add another section below this question. I go to add section and it pops me down to a third section. Okay? So now that I have a third section and it's going to be for a general concern, let's label that general concern. And I'm going to use the same wording as that magic question. I would like to schedule an appointment later, and you can do this one of two ways. I like to go in sometimes and highlight it, then hit Control C. I just copied it. Come on down to this section 3, this friend I got here, and let's do Control V, and I just pasted what I just copied. All right? General concern for later. Now that I've identified that, let's tell Google where to go if my kiddo says, I want a general concern. So this request type is our really big, important branch question on Google Form. I'm going to click inside of it so I can work on it. Go to section 3 because 3 is now the general concern. So on this important question, I've connected immediate to immediate section. I've connected general to general section, okay? And you're going to be able to stop and rewind this as much as you want. Trust me, when I was learning it, I had to stop and rewind as many times. And this is going to be required, so I want to require that. And let's leave that alone for right now. All right, section 2, I said immediate need, and you can describe this more if you want. It takes you down to, if you selected immediate need, identify the situation, general topic of concern. I may even move down something later. Now, I didn't have when I can see you for immediate concern, but what I'm going to say is, at the end of saying immediate concern, I'm going to say submit the form. Because if the student is filling it out and they've said immediate concern, that's pretty much all I need to know. All right, a timestamp's going to be associated with when they fill this out. I'm going to show you how to set the alert on the spreadsheet in a moment. You're going to get an immediate an alert that this form was filled out. Okay. So section 2 is pretty much done. Please indicate the reason below. If they chose general concern right here, it's going to send them to section 3. General concern, I can put more in if I want in the description. Best time of day to see you, providing any additional detail. But I don't have enough on here. I really want to know more if it's a general topic like these two guys. So I click in here and I duplicate the same question that's on the top section. Now here's some magic. There are these little waffle guys you can left click and grab and pull down into general concern. Okay. I can also put, I can put anything else I want. The general topic, they can have that. If they say other, then I want to grab, if you chose other, let's double click that, make a copy, grab and pull that guy down, and then that says best time of day to see them. So if, I like this one, so I'm going to copy this and make a copy and pull that one up to section 2, actually, because that's pretty good. Okay, now I've got it how I want it. I've moved around the sections. We're going to test it out, all right, to see that it does the submission. Now that I've got my questions set the way I want, and I'll show you in the next episode how to do a header on this to make it really cute, let's publish it. And because this says restrict to region 12, I don't want to have to do that. I'm going to manage. I'm going to say anyone with the link can respond. It is very important that you check your settings for anyone can respond. I'm going to click done. I'm going to click publish. I'm going to, you can copy this link or you can shorten this link. There's copy. And I'm going to open a new window and let's test our form out. I've copied and pasted with the Control C is copy and go to a new window. Control V is paste. Let's enter it and see how our counseling intake form works. Let's say, and it's copying emails automatically, but say here is my name. My grade level is 10th. My student ID is 468-275. Just putting numbers in. My type is, let's say it's immediate need. Now I go to next. If you select an immediate need, indicate the situation. Um, uh, Fight with best friend. I'm upset with my best friend. Say it's immediate need. Falls under peer conflict. I didn't do other, so I don't have to put that in. She is threatening me. And then I hit submit. I'm done. I said it's an immediate need. It goes to a spreadsheet. We're going to see how to use a spreadsheet. And then I'm done as a student. Now let's submit another response and see if it looks different. My name is Jenny J. And I'm in, what did I say, the 10th grade. We're going to put in a number. It's not going to be the same. And I'm going to say general concern. And next. This is academic. It's my grades. If I didn't choose others, so I'm good on that. Time of day is lunch. Ha! They never say lunch. Let's say third period because that's a teacher that'll let me get out and it'll be okay if we make up time. Any additional need help with college major? Maybe I'm already thinking about it. And then I submit it. All of these are going to go to a spreadsheet, and I know we're getting really close on our time here. Now, back in my editing form, let's see what that looks like. My response tab gives me that 2 entries were made. It shows the breakdown of the grade level. I was a 10th grader, but you could have the breakdown for how many different grade levels reach out to you. This is an important part of your data collection, quite honestly. My student ID number breakdown, the request type, I had an immediate and then I had a general. You will see the percentage. Those are great ways to talk to your school leaders to show I'm getting called out for these immediate needs this much. It's really, overwhelming, or I have a lot of scheduling of appointments with me. It's really hard to fit those in. The different kinds, the topic of concern, it graphs all of this for you. This data is incredibly helpful. One of them's for academic grades. It shows all of that. But what's most important is this, the link to a Google Sheet. You're going to click on that and create a name. Now it shows you in a spreadsheet what your data is for the types of counseling requests that come in for you. Okay? So I told you earlier we're going to see how to get an alert, and here's how. If I go up to Tools and I click on Tools and come down to Notification Settings and edit that, then I can get a notification anytime a user submits a form. I can get it right away if I want to, and I'm going to save it, and that is going to send an email notification to me anytime my form is filled out. So then I can see and make scheduling time, or maybe you send an email to the student's email account, or however you choose to connect with them about an appointment. But it also lets me know that someone submitted something that they thought was an emergency, and I was able to get with that student to make sure that they were okay. And then you click done. And you can see through this spreadsheet, you can track and have all of the data in one place electronically in a way that can help you be efficient and effective. So that is your Counsel Tech time efficient counseling habits for today. I'm Jenny Yannick, and I will see you again next time.